Hello again, welcome to my ACL diary, and what a difference a little bit of sunshine makes. If you're going through this journey as well, you'll know that sitting in bed for long periods of time, going through your physio exercises, well, it all gets a bit samey. So being able to get outside, and today is a good day, my leg's straight and I can bear weight on it, and yeah, it's feeling pretty good considering I've got my physio on Monday. Yeah, it's a good day to get out. So I'm going to do a little short walk today and try that. And also I'm going to have a look at getting back in my car just to give me a bit more freedom. I'm coming up to that 2-week point, and I know some people, especially those with meniscus tears and more serious knee surgery, will have a much longer journey. So my heart goes out to you. But I'm sure, like anyone in my position and yourselves, I'm going slightly stir crazy just stuck at home. So I'm hoping that a short walk, maybe getting out in the car today, will be a good thing. And the car's a complicated one. So let's get in the car now, and I'll tell you what I found out reading online, because I can tell you now the answer to whether or not you can drive within 2 weeks of ACL surgery is very much a grey area. It's one of those basic freedoms we can't wait to get back right when you're recovering from knee surgery, whether it's a simple ACL or a more complicated knee surgery. And driving a car just opens up so many more opportunities. You might be going through this journey unsupported, in which case you'll really need your car back, right? I'm lucky I've got Sam, my wife is looking out for me. But here in the UK, there seems to be some pretty grey guidance on this. So I've spoken to the DVLA, which in the UK is the Driver Vehicle Licensing Authority, and I've spoken to my insurer, which for the benefit of the record is Churchill Insurance. So if you're in the UK, that might be useful to you. So first of all, I started with the DVLA. Can I drive after an operation? Now the DVLA lists loads and loads of different conditions and operations that you can have. No reference to knee surgery that I could find in their A to Z list whatsoever. No reference to ACL or anything to do with it, right? So then I kind of keep looking deeper and deeper in their website, and then I find this line. You have to be, in order to be able to safely drive in the UK, you need to prove that you've got full control of the vehicle at all times. Now, my car is an automatic. That means I only need my right leg to accelerate and brake, right? My left leg, it's quite a large car, so I can extend my seat right back. My left leg's completely straight, well supported, so that's all good. They do say that if you can't drive for any medical reason, then if it goes beyond 3 months, you have to notify the DVLA. Now that was pretty much it on the DVLA in terms of their guidance. Full control at all times, and that your inability to drive doesn't exceed 3 months. Now, if you dig a little bit deeper into their website, you find out these tests. You need to be, in order to be full control, you need to be able to perform an emergency stop. You need to be able to basically punch those pedals with your feet. Well, I can do that because I'm using my right leg. And you need to be able to do that with no pain, experiencing no pain. So that's fairly straightforward. Importantly, you must not be impaired by any medication. Now, you saw those videos of me in hospital when I was on the codeine and the morphine and the fentanyl, right? I wouldn't fancy driving under those circumstances, even if I am in my Tesla with autopilot put on. Forget it. That would be absolutely disastrous. You need to be able to sit comfortably. That's another test. And that's it. That's it. Emergency stop, full control of the car. You know, you need to be able to sit comfortably. If you meet those tests, at least in the UK, from what I've read, and please comment below if I've got this wrong, it's generally accepted as okay. And it all depends on your own recovery journey. Some people might still be on those more extreme pain meds. So that was it. That was the DVLA box kind of ticked, really. Yeah, I couldn't find anything to the contrary. So it seemed I didn't need a doctor's note or anything saying that I had to be able to drive, fit to drive. I thought I might. No reference to that. So then I phoned Churchill, my motor insurance company, and they've said, if you're fit to drive, you're fully covered. That was it. They told me to seek the advice of the DVLA, which I've done. If you're fit to drive, you are fully covered. I can, enter and exit this vehicle easily without any pain. I can stamp on those brakes. So yeah, I'm about to go for a drive. I'm not going to bother filming my drive because that probably would push it if I got pulled over whilst talking to a camera with a load of plasters on my knee. Could be a problem. In terms of an update since the last couple of days, I had that little bit of a wobble, didn't I, earlier in the week when the bruising came through and I couldn't straighten my leg. My leg has straightened now, but I am still experiencing some discomfort. And by that, I mean when I wake up in the morning, and I'm sure you're familiar with this, your leg almost feels heavy. I don't know whether it's because I've laid funnily overnight or it's uncomfortable because of that reason. But in the morning, I used to take paracetamol. Now I'm trying not to take paracetamol and ibuprofen every day. I'm just trying to wean myself off of it because I found the pain to be bearable. Now that, again, is different for absolutely everybody, right? So yeah, I'm noticing this journey is definitely peaks and troughs, and I'm trying to be positive. I'm trying to, step outside on the sunny days, trying to look forward to the next step, which in this case is being able to go out in my car again. And I think those little goals are really important. So if you're watching this and you're, say, on day 5, I hope you get something out of this, knowing that, providing nothing goes awry, and God forbid you don't have an infection or, any severe pain, maybe you too could look to hit these goals. And I would love to have known where I was heading with this. So hopefully it's helpful to you. Anyway, I haven't really got anything else to say today, so I'll stop waffling on. I'll do another update soon. On Monday, I'm going to have my bandages taken off. They're not really bandages, are they? Those patches, those post-op patches. And I'm having my first post-op physio session. Well, I guess it's my second because I saw him in the hospital, didn't I? But that will be quite interesting because I think the next set of physio exercises will be much more about strength training and getting strength back into my leg, because I've been flopping about a hell of a lot. But my leg is straight, pain is managed, I'm okay. I can walk a reasonable distance without my stick, so fingers crossed I'm doing okay. And anyway, if anything happens between then, I will of course update you. If not, I will see you after that next appointment at the hospital on Monday. So take care, everyone. Hope you have a great weekend, and speak to you soon.